Monday yet again for the equity markets as we saw a complete rout play out on D Street. Remember the rise in the kind of COVID cases that we've seen, as well as the kind of implementation of lockdown across the country gradually, the lack of oxygen, the lack of vaccines, as well as lack of drugs and vaccination. All of that really weighed down on the minds of the market, which is why today, despite the fact that we recovered nearly 1.5% from the low point of the trading day, we snapped that 3-day gaining streak to wind down the day at 14,359 levels with a gash of about 258 points on the frontline index, and for the Sensex shaved off about 882 points to end at 47,949. So it was clearly a rout that played out across the board. The broader markets were not spared the carnage, and you saw the mid and the small cap indices losing out about 2% in today's trading session. So with that breadth firmly skewed in favor of the gaining side, there was absolutely no reprieve. Barring your lone soldier in the green, which was pharmaceuticals, it was red across the board, led by PSU banks, which shaved off about 4% alone in today's trading session. Real estate was in the red. You had realty, PSC, auto, energy, media, infrastructure, not to mention the Nifty Bank, which was down about 769 points. A long and extensive list of losers on the frontline index today, and that was largely led by Adani Ports, Power Grid, ONGC, Hero Moto, indices, L&T, Bajaj Finance, Tata Motors, as well as Airtel. Those were some of the big drags in today's trading session. A smattering of green in the form of Dr. Reddy's, which gained about 1.5%, Britannia, Cipla, Wipro, as well as Tata Steel and Infi. Those saw a bit of traction in today's trading session. To some of the newsmakers then, HDFC Bank put out their numbers, and it was a resilient set. You had the asset quality improve, but the stock didn't quite react, so it was rather tempered. In the meantime, you have ACC. Will be watching out for what they deliver this time around. Glenmark filed the DRHP with SEBI for the IPO of Glenmark Life Sciences, so that stock was in news. HCL Technologies won a multi-million-dollar deal. Jubilant Pharma, the arm of Jubilant Pharma, announced the development of the novel oral formulation of remdesivir, and that kept the stock very abuzz in today's trading session. Meantime, within the broader markets as well, lots of stocks that had it really rough. MMTC shaved off about 7%. Bank of Maharashtra deep in the red. Bank of India, Karur Vysya Bank. So clearly those financials feeling the pinch. Kolte Patil, Gayatri Projects, DLF, IRB, Torrent Power, Hindustan Copper. Those were some big losers in trade. But there was some redeeming factors in terms of the gainers in trade today. Dishman Carbogen, DCM Shriram, Kaplan Point, Minda Industries, AstraZeneca, Thyrocare, Granules, Dr. Lal Path Labs. Those pharma stocks kept the markets, kept the fall a little bit at bay. So nonetheless, we went on to see a major rout play out in the markets, and that was evident in the way we wrapped up the session.